Okay. All right, let's talk about some more things. Because you love hearing my voice. I know you do. Okay, ready? There are two types of respiration. Please remember that respiration is not breathing. Respiration is producing ATP. That's what we're talking about when we're talking about respiration. Two types of respiration. They are aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Okay? So, two types of respiration, aerobic and anaerobic respiration. What's the difference? Wow, what a great question. Let's talk about, let's look at both of them. A-E-R-O-B-I-C. Aerobic and anaerobic. So, well, first off, what's the difference is their names. Let's look at the names. What do you think air in aerobic is talking about? Yes, very good. It's sounds just like the word air, right? Sounds just like the word air. And that's not a coincidence, because aerobic is talking about, well, I guess, I'm going to talk, okay, when I say CR, I'm going to put it up here. CR equals cellular respiration, all right? I'm just tired of typing it, so I'm just going to do that. So when I say CR, I'm talking about cellular respiration. So aerobic respiration is, well, I'll just do this. Uses oxygen, all right? And so if aerobic uses oxygen, what do you think anaerobic means? Well, what does it mean when you have an in front of a word? That means no, or not, or right. And there's air again. All right. So what do you think anaerobic is? Right. Now air is a loose, is a loose term. We would say, oh, we breathe air. Well, really, I mean, yes, but there's a bunch of stuff in air. So really what we're talking about is oxygen in aerobic and anaerobic. So aerobic respiration uses oxygen. Anaerobic respiration does not use oxygen. Okay? Wow, that's really very straightforward. It is, yes, yes it is. So let's think about aerobic respiration. This is what we were talking about when we were talking about cellular respiration that happens in the mitochondria. This is aerobic respiration because it uses oxygen. So mitochondria are used during or for aerobic respiration. Can you do aerobic respiration without a mitochondria? No, you cannot do aerobic respiration without mitochondria. That's some spam. Sorry about that. You cannot do aerobic respiration without mitochondria. All right? Now, so that means that only eukaryotic organisms can do aerobic respiration. And that makes sense because eukaryotic organisms are complex. Right? I mean, look at this guy. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait for it. Wait for it. Look at that little guy right there. That's a little squirrel. The squirrels are eukaryotic organisms. Huh? He runs and jumps and avoids cars. Right? He's pretty complicated. His cells have, or her cells, I don't know, have mitochondria. So they can do cellular respiration, which is aerobic respiration. Now, anaerobic respiration is different. Anaerobic respiration is not as efficient as aerobic respiration. So where you find this is usually in yeast. Okay, so yeast. Ugh, what? That's what yeast looks like? Well, yeast is a single-celled fungus, And here's what it looks like when you buy it at the grocery store. And we use yeast to, you know, make bread rise. This is one of the best examples of organisms that carry out anaerobic respiration is yeast. So I'm going to leave it at this right now. I'm going to do one more video on anaerobic and aerobic respiration. So anyway, to review, two types of respiration, aerobic and anaerobic. Aerobic respiration uses oxygen. That's cellular respiration done in mitochondria, and you know, complicated organisms do this. Now, yeast have mitochondria, so they can actually do both. But you know, a really good example of an organism that carries out anaerobic respiration really well is yeast. But also, I mean, if you're a prokaryotic organism, if you're a prokaryote, you're doing anaerobic respiration because you don't have a choice. You don't have any mitochondria because you're just, you know, a bacteria floating around doing bacteria things, you know. So you're a prokaryote. You just do anaerobic respiration. You don't have a choice. Yeast can actually do both. Anyway, let's talk about it more in another video. Email me if you have questions. Bye.